What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. I'm joined with Matt.
Hey guys, how's it going?
So today we have something kind of fun and new on the channel. We have the first episode of Card Theory, where we kind of go over maybe future card ideas. Obviously, these aren't going to be like crazy, like they're not going to ever come true, probably, right? But there are ideas of like what these characters could be and stuff like that, right? So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys a custom card, kind of talk about it, why we made it that way. These are actually all going to be kind of new to Matt, so he'll kind of give his thoughts, and if he agrees what my thinking is and like, oh, it makes sense, or oh, it's cool, or oh, it's trash. That's pretty much what we're going with that. And then we're going to kind of talk about how it could potentially work with the first set, right? This is like potential second set ideas, right? So these cards are going to kind of rotate around the Clone Wars era. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, right? So the first card we're going to go over Obi-Wan here, right?
Yes, your good old fave.
So my Obi-Wan idea is that obviously he's a Form 3, what is it, Soresu, or whatever the freak the form is called, right? He is a very defensive Jedi, so he comes in shielded, okay? And on attack, give this unit a shield token, meaning that he is able to attack units, use that shield immediately, so he'll never take damage when he's attacking someone. It kind of gives like that defensive mindset where he's just so defensive. He's very good at kind of like handling combat. So
yeah, and by wording of on attack, you would get that shield token the second you declared an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'd never have to worry about repercussions from him on the offense.
Yes, exactly. So he's a 6 cost in my mind. 4 is not too powerful in my mind, but also 7 is a pretty good number for him as like a health pool. Mm-hmm. And then kind of again, when he attacks, he doesn't take any damage, but when he's attacked, he'll never have that shield if he attacks that turn. So he's not like super broken because he will never have his shield like capped after he attacks.
Well, it's that first turn will be the like that strongest turn for him because he'll have the shield up for entering in, and then immediately get a second shield on attack, meaning he'll still have a shield after the fact. So it's really he's protected from one attack from your opponent's side on the
Yeah, I mean, he can technically attack the base and gain a shield. Maybe I should have worded it when he attacks a unit. But yeah, so this is Obi-Wan like really defensive, and I think this is a cool concept that maybe they might,
Yeah, I could definitely see it might be better, might be more balanced to make it on attack when this unit attacks another unit.
Another unit, yep. Mm-hmm. That's what I kind of realized just now. Like, but yeah, for sure. But again, and you see he's a 4th Jedi Republic, right? We did see in the initial set, I'm going to show here, we have Mace Windu, and he is a Jedi Republic unit. Yep. So the first few sets of these cards are going to kind of go around the Republic, right? So let's go into our weapon.
The Republic doesn't have a lot of
support right now.
Support. Well, there's also no leaders.
Yeah, exactly. So. Our second one here is going to go into Anikan, right? He has Raid 2, so he gets +2 while attacking because he uses his anger.
That's powerful.
Yeah. Obviously, it would be more than a 6 cost. It's just the thing that I used. It didn't let me go higher. I'm thinking around this is like a 7-8 cost, right? He also has Overwhelm. He deals the excess damage to the opponent's base. Again, showing Anakin's strength. A 7-6. He'd probably be 8 cost, right? 7-6, but when he attacks a unit, it does 9. So he can take out small units and deal that excess power back to the base, just showing how strong Anakin really is. So
yeah. I mean, makes sense for an aggression card to just do a crud ton of damage. Mm-hmm. He has no real defensive utility, but that's fine. He's all on the offense.
He is very aggressive.
And like you said, like probably a 7 or 8 cost.
Yeah.
It seems fine for what he's bringing to the table because, like, look at some other like Darth Vader as a leader is technically a 7 cost, and he's 5'8", with just free damage thrown in.
Yeah, you're looking at if you look at Luke Skywalker, right? Restore 3 when you play, blah blah. He's a 7 cost, 6'7",
and he 6'7", and that's probably about where he is, and he debuffs the enemy upon entry. So
yeah, so I feel like this isn't like super broken if it's a 7 cost. but it can become really powerful for aggression decks, especially if you start like giving this thing experience tokens, then it can get really scary real quick.
Yeah.
Let's
Green
go
red?
in.
Green red?
Green red, exactly. Here we go. We have Ahsoka Tano, Exiled Jedi. She has ambush. And then on attacking, if the defending unit has a shield, remove the shield. It's supposed to be like when she attacks, she can attack through the shield. So remove the shield, and then she does the damage after the shield's removed. I might have to word that a little bit different. This is just showing off her speed. Ahsoka is extremely fast, and even if the opponent is like ready for the attack, she can definitely go through the shield and deal the damage.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Though the 4, maybe she might be a 5 cost, because 5/4 for a 4 cost might be a little too strong. Again, we're just really talking about the concepts of the cards, right? So she's using her speed, right? When she's played, she can ambush, right? That's giving Vigilance an ambush unit, which is kind of unique to ambush, to Vigilance. So maybe they might do it, maybe they might not, because Vigilance she might go to an aggression card.
Yeah, she might be aggression or even cunning.
Cunning.
With that kind of set, because she essentially has like Saboteur.
Yeah.
Without saying she has Saboteur.
Yeah. So the reason why I didn't say Saboteur is because if there's a Sentinel unit on the board, she has to attack the Sentinel unit. She cannot go straight to the base, which is why I did it that way.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there's any other unit that has a similar thing that has like a when attacking, remove a shield.
I don't think so. It's just Saboteur.
Yeah, I think it's just Saboteurs. So, but yeah, I think generally for, like you said, maybe a 5 cost. I don't know if she'd be Vigilance.
Yeah, she'd probably be aggression or cunning. Yeah,
but I can see it does show her kind of her speediness, ambush. She's not like the tankiest thing, so she still does have to deal with the repercussions of attacking immediately.
Exactly. So going into the next, right? So this is, right, we're focusing on the Republic, right? As you see, the Imperial, the Rebels. Now we're going to start getting into the Republic boosting up cards. We have Captain Rex, other friendly Republic units get +1/+1.
I like this.
Now he would probably just be heroic, not command. Mainly because like all of the Rebels are just heroic, and all the Imperials are just villainy. So we have Captain Rex here. I'm going to kind of go through these ones fast, keep them on the screen, but kind of go over the clones, really, right? So we have the ARC Trooper. When played, you can attack with a unit. If there's a Republic unit, it gets +2/+0. ARC Troopers are supposed to be like, cooler troopers. So,
so it's essentially Fleet Lieutenant, for Republic build.
Mm-hmm. We have the Clone Trooper, 1 cost. It's just a simple Clone Trooper.
Makes sense.
And then we have our final one. We have the LAAT gunship, which this is supposed to be space. Couldn't switch it, right? When played, give 2 experience to another Republic unit, right? So these 4 cards are basically your Rebel, your Imperial engine, but for Republic, right?
Well, I mean, honestly, is the LAAT gunship even able to go into space?
I guess it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's more ground.
Because Snowspeeder counts as a ground unit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair. I do think that it can go into space, but it doesn't like fight in space really necessarily.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's going to go in space because you've got to go from Coruscant to Geonosis. It's going to be able to go into space. But
I figured they just loaded up on the cruisers, but.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so like these 4 cards, right? You're starting to see the Republic engine build. You have Obi-Wan, you have Mace Windu, you have Anakin, you have Ahsoka, and now you have these guys to kind of boost them up, right? Mm-hmm. So what are you thinking so far?
I like the idea. It's a good start. Good start to getting that kind of support for the Republic, the same sort of support that Rebels and Imperials have, which is what we want to see with the future sets, that more different archetypes get viability. Yeah,
exactly. So now we're going to kind of continue on with, because I have a few more Republic guys, right? So we're going to start off, and we're going to start off with Wrecker, right? Bad Batch's muscle. He's a clone trooper. He's a 4 cost. He just has ambush. He's just strong, high attack, low defense, but basically comes in, he can have an ambush. He's ready to fight immediately. He's just Bad Batch's muscle. And he's command.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay.
Yep. So now we're going to go into this tech. Tech on attack, give an experience token to another clone unit. Now, again, I'm going to show these 4 on the screen at the same time, because I kind of want to discuss.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
He's very weak. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but he can give experience tokens to another clone, right?
So
continue.
Yeah.
Huh?
I feel maybe 4 cost for him.
It could be,
because like if you look at like Moff Tarkin as a leader is a 5 cost.
Mm-hmm.
he has a bit of a wider reach with giving it to any Imperial,
Yeah.
but he's a 2/7.
Yeah.
So for 2/4, I just think giving an experience token out so freely probably it needs to be worth a bit.
Yeah, but it gets stopped and it's tracked by Sentinel because this thing is not attacking it. So that's why it's kind of like, oh, it could be a 4. Again, we're just kind of discussing. I'm going to get the last one onto the board as far as Bad Batch goes. We have Crosshair, a 3 cost 4/3. He is Saboteur.
Makes sense.
And when another unique clone leaves the field leaves play. So it's on either side. So this should probably be a 4 or 5 cost, right? I forgot to change the number. 4 or 5 cost, when another unique clone unit leaves the play, either side, deal 3 damage to an enemy unit. Basically, he's up parking, he's sniping out, right?
Gotcha.
So I thought that would be kind of cool for him.
Yeah.
I have him as just command, mainly because when Bad Batch has to follow Order 66, he's the only one who does so. So he's not heroic he's not heroism or villainy, because he does kind of go against the Imperials at some point. So I kind of feel like that can go either way. That's why I did just command for him.
That's it. And it would be nice to give Green a Saboteur option. So.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think about these 3 units, right? We have Wrecker, who just comes in, he's ambush, he's just the power, he's the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
We have Tech, who gives out the experience token, he's kind of like the technical support, right? I didn't add Echo yet, because I just have to kind of think about that. And then we have Crosshair for these 3 clone Republic Trooper units.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Tech, I feel, is just your current idea is just a little low on cost.
Yeah,
just for what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen with just how like the Imperial and the Rebel decks function with Green. Experience is huge.
Yeah,
being able to just consistently beef up your units makes it very hard for the opponent to really get through it without having to use like cards like Vanquish or Takedown.
That's true. So yeah, we could definitely. I can definitely see it going up, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Wrecker, I think, is pretty balanced. As a 6/3 with ambush, meaning he's likely ambush is forcing him to attack another unit. So he's going to take out that unit, but odds are he's probably going to be taken out with
So
him.
the combo in that is you have Crosshair on the board, you come in with Wrecker, you attack something, you take it out, you also die, and then Crosshair is the one that pings someone for 3 damage.
Very nice, very nice.
So that's kind of my thought process there.
Yeah, I can see that.
We're going to go into our first leader card, right? And that's the only leader card I've thought of so far. And we're going to start off with Hunter's leader card here. He is a 5/5, 4/1. His action is giving experience to another clone unit. I want to see clones kind of get their own deck. That's kind of one of my thought process here, because there are so many unique clones and so many cool clones, right? You have Commander Cody, Commander Rex, you have the Commandos, you have Bad Batch, right? So I have him and his epic action. If you control 6 or more resources, you deploy this leader, right? So he gives that, while he's a leader card, he gives the 1 experience to clone, and then on attack, he gives 2 tokens to clone units. He gives 2 experience to another clone unit. So again, the thought process here is to make like a strict clone deck. And you can really use Bad Batch units. You can really start to get crazy. Again, give 2 experience might be a little bit too crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just better Tarkin.
He is just better Tarkin, yes. But yeah, I just it's maybe it might be a little too strong. Maybe it is. But the thing is Tarkin is Imperial, right? This is signified just for clones, so it is technically not as strong because you're not using your strong Force Republic units. You're not using your other Republic units. It's just the clones. So that's the drawback. So I'm gonna keep these 4 guys on the board where we have Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, and we have Crosshair here. What do you think? What are you thinking? Other than obviously we have to kind of change some of the costs, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking you're building up a good little power base here for clones, letting them, because right now, in my personal opinion, either playing like a pure Imperial or pure Rebel deck is probably the best way to go, just because of just how synergistic they are, and experience just runs rampant. So until they give some type of other buff to some of the other colors to really let them fight on the same level.
Yeah.
Experience tokens are a way to
Yeah, really. The only way to really get around the
edge.
experience gain is like shielded units or sentinels for distractions while you go
Shielded,
into the base.
Yellow has the best, like, yellow has honestly the best chance of it because of just either exhausting units left and
Yeah.
right, or just sending them back to the hand so they lose all their tokens, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other colors kind of struggle a little bit.
Yeah, but so looking at these cards, right, we have the big Republic. Now we have like the Republic engine, right? I haven't made any action cards or whatever they're called. Event cards yet. I will. I just haven't thought of any yet. But again, this is just basically focusing on units, right? And so I really just wanted to focus on Republic. This is kind of like the start, right? Again, we have Mace Windu, so we know that Republic is probably going to get, support at some point, right? And so this is kind of my thought process, right? With Obi-Wan, with Ahsoka, with Bad Batch being introduced and all the clones, you kind of are seeing the Republic units kind of getting their buff up, right? Their engine going.
Yep.
So that's going to do it for today's episode. Let me know what you guys think of the cards. If they're too powerful, I'm going to kind of show the changes in our ideas as far as the costs go. But we are going to be doing new card theory episodes at least maybe once or twice a week because we have a lot of ideas and we want to kind of talk about potential upcoming cards that we can potentially see and what we would like to maybe see as far as those cards go. So let me know what you guys think of these cards. Let me know how bad I did or how good we did. And yeah. So that's going to do it for us. We're going to go on and get out of here. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. We'll see you guys next time.
Later, guys.